dude is an elite quarterback talent, right? If Josh Allen didn't turn the ball over as much, you could make a hard argument that he is as elite as anybody in this league.
The Bills, the last 4 seasons, are 47-18. They are the second best in the NFL, only behind the Chiefs. And also one of 2 teams to win 10+ games in the last 4 seasons. They are absolutely among the AFC elite.
He's way better than I have given him credit for being. He right now he's as good as anybody. He may be on the verge of being the best player in the whole league.
A new big 3 has formed when it comes to NFL quarterbacks, with Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Jalen Hurts sitting in the top tier on their own. Mahomes is often thought of as the best of all of them, with many already claiming that he will go on to become the best of all time. He's only 28 years old, but already has 2 Super Bowl rings and a historic 10-year contract to differentiate him from the rest. But is he actually the best in the league? Josh Allen doesn't have the rings or the accolades just yet, but his game continues to improve. And with the Buffalo Bills still looking better than ever, is he surpassing Mahomes as the best quarterback in the NFL right now? Josh Allen was the 3rd quarterback taken in the 2018 NFL draft. He was identified by ESPN as a boomer bust prospect who had the ideal raw talent, but not the college record to match. His physical attributes were clear to see, coming into the scouting combine as the biggest quarterback of the draft class, while also posting some of the best scores across the range of speed and power drills that he took part in. His talent jumped off the screen at Wyoming, and having registered as a physical freak at the combine, NFL coaches couldn't help but dream about what they could do with the young quarterback. The downside, though, was that he didn't come with one of the more successful college programs, and even against lesser opposition, Allen had issues with his accuracy. He completed just 56.3% of his passes in his 2 years as a starter, and whilst the touchdown numbers were great, there were also a fair amount of interceptions. Josh Allen was a raw draft prospect, but boy, was the potential there if the coach got him and coached him up right. Allen's rushing ability translated to the NFL instantly, gaining 631 yards and 8 touchdowns as a rookie. The problem was this was far more effective than his passing, from which he could only manage a 52.8% completion rate, resulting in 12 interceptions and only 10 touchdowns. The potential for an elite dual threat quarterback was there, but plenty more molding was required. Fast forward a few years, and Josh Allen is averaging a 63.1% completion rate across his 5 completed seasons. Now, that is still way off of the 66.2% achieved by Patrick Mahomes, but it is exactly the kind of improvement that allowed Allen to become one of the most dangerous players in the league. Under the stewardship of Brian Daboll, Allen's completion percentage jumped to a 69.2% in 2020, and he soared to a career high passing mark of 4,544 yards. He also threw for 37 touchdowns, which has 7 more than he managed in his first 2 seasons combined. And once you add in his daunting size and insane rushing ability, peak Josh Allen has arrived. The raw draft prospect who needed to defy his college pedigree and accuracy issues to survive in the NFL had done just that, and the result has been incredible. After breaking out in 2020, Josh Allen has averaged 4,411 passing yards and 648 rushing yards per season. He has passed for 108 touchdowns and has rushed for 21 more. As an unstoppable force on the ground and through the air, Allen has propelled the Buffalo Bills to relevancy. Prior to Allen's arrival, Buffalo had only managed 2 winning seasons out of the last 13. Since he has taken over the starting job, they have had a winning record and gone to the playoffs every season other than his rookie year. The impact that he has had on the franchise is clear. Before Allen, they were irrelevant. With Allen, they're one of the best teams in the NFL. The only thing that is missing from such an incredible career so far is a ring. The Bills have suffered some agonizing playoff defeats in recent years, none more so than their divisional round loss to the Chiefs in 2022, where they scored what looked to be a game-winning touchdown with just 13 seconds left on the clock. As it turns out, that was just enough time for Mahomes to break the hearts of Bill fans and deny them a visit to the AFC Championship game. After falling short in each of their last 4 seasons, the Buffalo Bills are firmly in Super Bowl or bust mode, and with the roster they have this year, they might just get it. 3-time Pro Bowler Stephon Diggs remains a very popular target for Allen, supported nicely by Gabe Davis, who proved he can be a game changer with his 201-yard, 4-touchdown performance in the previously mentioned playoff game against the Chiefs. These 2 wide receivers are perfect for Allen and have been creating matchup nightmares for defenses over the last few seasons. What is new for this Buffalo Bills team, though, is their exciting stable of running backs, headlined by explosive explosive sophomore James Cook. Cook adds an explosive element to their run game that the team has not previously had. He is shifty and very effective in the passing game, giving Josh Allen yet another weapon to utilize. When approaching the red zone, the Bills can now call upon their new recruits Latavius Murray and Damian Harris. Murray and Harris are bruising running backs who offer a physicality in short yardage situations that Cook can't. This also takes some of the pressure off of Allen, who has operated as the team's short yardage rusher in recent years. This running game is better than ever before for Buffalo and gives their offense a balance that it has not previously benefited from. The other major change has been the addition of rookie tight end Dalton Kincaid. The highly touted prospect was selected in the first round of this year's NFL draft, and his presence has completely changed the way the Buffalo Bills run their offense. In 2022, the Bills were dead last in the use of 12 personnel. They now have jumped all the way up to second, and the result has been fantastic. They have an average points per game of 34.8, second only to the Miami Dolphins, who are helped by a 70-point hammering of the Denver Broncos. It appears to have an impact on Josh Allen's game as well. Across the first 4 weeks of the season, Josh Allen has thrown for 1,048 yards and 9 touchdowns at a league-leading completion percentage of 74.8. He is still contributing with his legs as well, adding 106 yards and 2 touchdowns on 16 carries. Allen's 74.8 completion rate is even more impressive when you consider that his expected completion percentage is only 67% according to Next Gen Stats. In comparison, Patrick Mahomes is only completing 64.3% of his passes so far in 2023, which is under his expected completion percentage of 68.8%. It is fair to point out that Mahomes' receivers have had some issues with drops, but Allen has been the better quarterback to start this season. This is reflected in their respective quarterback ratings, with Josh Allen coming in at 106.7 and Patrick Mahomes only managing a rating of 92. It is fair to wonder if we are witnessing another leap from the Buffalo Bills quarterback, aided by the upgrades to the offensive personnel and tweaks to the scheme. Josh Allen is the most physically gifted quarterback in the league when it comes to combining his arm talent and size with his rushing ability. The key to his success, therefore, will always come down to his completion percentage. And in this new look Bills offense, Allen is the best in the league on that front. Granted, it is a small sample size, but the warning signs are there for the rest of the NFL. If he can continue at this rate, there will be no doubt that Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL, and the Bills' chances of winning a Super Bowl has never been better. The next question will be, how much does he get paid? His contract currently puts him as the 9th highest paid quarterback, behind the likes of Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, and Deshaun Watson. With the quality of play that Allen is contributing, combined with what he means for this team, that won't be the situation for long. Joe Burrow was the last quarterback to get paid, making him the highest paid player in NFL history on an annual basis, with a $55 million salary. Josh Allen will soon be asking for that kind of money. He is playing like the best quarterback in the NFL, and he will want to be paid as such. This is a big year for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. A shaky start has turned into a rock-solid one, with PFF ranking them as the 3rd best team behind the San Francisco 49ers and Miami Dolphins. And although they did just lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars, they just knocked off the Dolphins in week 4 and have their eyes firmly trained on the big prize. With their recent offensive improvements to scheme and personnel, they look to have taken the step up to avoid their 5th consecutive playoff disappointment. As a result, Josh Allen is primed and ready to take over the mantle of the best quarterback in the league and win the Bills their first ever Super Bowl.